Heading north for Scotland isn't only one of my favourite times of year, but one of my favourite things about van life. It's always captured my heart since I first visited as a boy. With its beautiful landscapes and wilderness areas, we'd spent a week in the forests of Galloway, somewhere I'd never been before. Now it was time to head somewhere that felt like home. North, to the Highlands. Before heading north, we had to take assessment of the van, resupply our water, and make sure everything was shipshape. And of course, take a much needed shower. The ability to use water on a campsite without fear means you can wash up with no regard and cook up a decent storm. Showered and a good bit of grub. It's just quick. Mexican rice. What's the fish? Mackerel. Mackerel in tomato sauce. Cheese. Cucumber. Tomatoes, black olives. Game changer, innit?
Bloody bucksy.
Bloody bucksy, that, mate.
Nice and wholesome.
We're going to chill out, watch a bit of something, movie, then hit the hay. And tomorrow, we drive north. My time in Dumfries and Galloway had been my first, but I'd grown quite fond of this place. Finding the way of the forest of Scotland and falling in love with a place that I'd previously overlooked. I'll certainly come to miss it. Until the next time. You join me in the back end of Dumfries and Galloway. I'm leaving that area, I'm leaving the forest of Scotland to head north, to go up to Loch Lomond, which I'm scared that it's going to be busy because we're still in the back end of the sort of summer season and heading into autumn. It is very rainy over the next week, so hopefully that deters some people. The reason I want to go up there is because I had an urge to go and climb Ben Lomond, which actually is the furthest south Munro in Scotland. So it's the furthest south mountain in Scotland. This is going to be tight. I will go onto here, it's okay. I'll go on the grass in my big van. Actually, the original reason that I wanted to go up there is because I wanted to swim in Loch Lomond. It's been a while, I want to get up there, I miss the old girl, but yeah. So, there's two taskings. I want to swim in Loch Lomond and I want to climb Ben Lomond. I think that's a manageable task. Now, it's definitely made harder by the weather that's coming in. I've looked on the mountain forecast and it is peeing down. So that, I'm hoping it's going to be achievable, but I don't know. The good thing is, that's my broom. The good thing is that we've resupplied, we've got water. I need to go and get food now, so I'm gonna stop in Glasgow. Will you just behave and get a food resupply for the next 5-6 days? So we've got some grub, then we'll be on for a winner chicken dinner. Water, food, pretty much a full tank of diesel. I think we're good to go. It's never a fun task heading into a big city after being in the sticks for a while. But I suppose it's all paired with the hope and possibility that you can live a life as much away from it as you can. Glasgow, man. Driving through there is a heck of a contrast. It's a weird one going from to this. I can't say that I enjoy it. Let's get some grub and get back out of here into the sticks, man. I always feel like I'm cheating when I've got my shopping and I'm ready to leave again back into the wilds. The city may be for some, but it's never been for me. I would be lying to you if I told you that I didn't just dump half of that shopping on the bed. Get back into the sticks, I'll sort that out later. To Loch Lomond. You got T-boned by the postman. It didn't take long before the rush of the city was behind me. It was starting to open up, back into green again. We made it to Loch Lomond to grab a little bit of dinner and hit the hay. We then woke up to what I can't say was unexpected.
Rain. We took the only gap in the day that was showing on the weather forecast to head out and hit the West Highland Way. We took a short run down to Ballamar. I've got fond memories of this section from when I originally hiked the West Highland Way, and for a second time on my length of Great Britain.
And the rain is back again. I've got fond memories of this place on the West Highland Way, and it is absolutely stunning out here on the Lomond. But there's a nice coffee shop in town, which I've passed a few times on my trips through here, that we're going to go and get ourselves a brew at.
As the waitress put this coffee down in front of me, it took me back to the last time I sat here. It was on my hike from Land's End to John O'Groats, and it took me 2 months to get here. With the nostalgia on the mind, it was time to head back to the van.
Thank you. Cheers. You too. Call me Butterfingers, because I just left a big knob of butter in front of the diesel heater so I could put it on my toast, but then forgot about it, and now I've got an ice ring. What am I doing? This brain of mine is consummate. What the flipping heck is wrong with me? Not only have I just lost half a butter knobber, half a butter knobber! Sorry, let me turn the lights on, you guys can see me. Not only have I just lost half a knob of butter, but it's now all over the floor, and I've created myself the coolest van life themed ice ring you've ever seen. And Bex is out in the Land Rover working, so if I don't say anything and she comes back in, she's going to look like Bambi on ice. Why is that still so dark? I think it's a little bit impossible to film in here at the minute because of how it's very gloomy. We're on Lomond and there seems to be some massive waves of storm frontage coming in. A lot of wind, a lot of rain, and yeah, the parking position just doesn't seem to be letting in ample light on these overcast days. So I'm looking forward to moving on actually, because honestly my plans of going up Ben Lomond have become impossible, because basically it's just severe weather warnings for wind and rain, and that doesn't sound fun at all. And I won't even be able to take you with me because the camera will just be like drenched. But I am going to go for a swim in the Lomond because I can't even justify it to anyone, especially myself, of not coming to Loch Lomond and not jumping in there. So that will do. That will do indeed. I'm having some Marmite and toast. All I say is, you love it or you hate it.
I tucked into my toast and slowly spent the next couple of hours getting some work done. Slowly getting cabin fever because the weather had been treating us so badly over the last week. This morning's coffee shop run had been the first couple of hours of no rain in several days.
I've been doing the mullet thing recently, but it's time for a haircut. And do I look to you like one of these people, I live in a van, that spends £80 a month, £20 a week on getting his hair done? Absolutely not. I don't even know what the sketch is with haircuts shooting through the roof, but £20, mate, to get your hair cut? No thanks, pal. I will cut my own. I've been doing a zero, mate, and that's grown out quite a lot, so I'm going to resort it, redo it. Wish me luck.
Straight into it, the zero. And that'll do it. Honestly, I don't know a fat lot about cutting hair. I've done it this long, fairly decent. Jake cuts hair, mate, in a terrible fashion for random civvies. Maybe that's a new series I do. Just cutting randomers hair in the back of my van. Probably get sued. Actually, there's nothing probably about it. I'd definitely get sued. And to anyone wondering, yes, these are army issued tough cuts. So, what did you do since leaving the army, Jake? Well, I now cut my hair in the back of my van with issued scissors.
That's a flipping mullet, mate. 20 quid saved. Same again next week, same again the week after, same again the week after that. Chuck it in the comments. He looks like a knobhead, should have spent the 20 quid. Right. Bex, should we go for a swim? I feel like I look like a monk now with my like weird dry robe thing on and my mullet. You look like a garden gnome. Let's go. I'm actually scared. I am scared. I was going to wear a wetsuit, but then I realised I get it covered in hair.
There's something about the cold water of the lochs that makes you connected to the mountains above. Maybe it's knowing that the water came down from them to pool here, bringing you closer to the land. I feel only once you finally feel connected to a place, then can you truly leave it. Once you've made peace that you could live a life here forever, only then can you leave this place with conviction, knowing only there was no more to be seen.